Greetings there, my fellow RimWorlders. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Biotech Doomsday Vault, Episode 16, Unshellable. Any miners that don't have at least 8 skill, I'm going to take off of mining, because I'm starting to ask them to mine up resource-rich stuff. Would a grow lamp help with double strand? Yeah, that's pretty much the only way we're going to do it, given the cold temperatures on this map tile. So a little reminder, we live almost on the border of a boreal forest and tundra. So the grow season is only 30 days. So if we are going to want to grow outdoors or grow in soil, we're probably going to want to enclose it, heat it, and use a light on it. Even though that's very power intensive, it's going to be a lot more reliable than hoping that the weather is agreeable. And you guys want a longsword. All right, I am going to spring for a plasteel longsword, I think. I'm just going to hope it's good quality, because it's a lot of our plasteel getting invested into it. And we'll make this longsword with Cathodon. How much time do I need to caravan the ears? I have 17 days. I already have 2 of the ears. So easily it's something that we can do after the quest is done. After the one quiet prisoner is done in 6 days. To accept Leo, the prisoner that we're supposed to protect. I could also put Kath as Taylor again, yeah, true. And I do have transport pod technology unlocked, but I have 17 days to even make 1 pod. It's not really all that urgent. I'd rather prepare for the raids. Maybe cut some witchwood trees down. Schwing. Belhar, thank you for the resub, by the way. And cheers to you. The base is a little chilly. So I am going to install another few heaters. Oh, look at you. Enjoy. I'm also going to change out what type of door this is from sandstone to steel. So I'm going to do a temporary door. Actually, given the amount of steel that I have and the amount of stone that I have, I'll do a temporary sandstone door and then replace the real door because I don't want Leo going free. And here is the long steel sword, or plasteel sword. So, happy about that. As far as chem fuel goes, yeah, we definitely need to process some more. Sapo, we have 6 hours on cooldown, and hopefully that's a full conversion when that happens. Yaroslav is starving. Why? Oh, because I don't have any meals. What the heck was that, Carlotta? She just used the speed force. I don't know what she was doing. But that looked crazy. Leo was never paralytic. Leo was blood rotten, and was anesthetized on arrival, as all prisoners are, so that they're not trying to escape the moment they land. So, yep. So I do have the ability to start to make solar. I don't have the components at the moment. Here, in fact, Destroyer, let's have you go down this cave a little bit and get some components. And I'll have to keep a close eye on my rice. I just did come into a windfall of meat for fine meals. But keeping a close eye on the rice because we're making chem fuel out of it, and I don't want to run out of chem fuel. But a really good way to power up the base. I could even It depends on whether I want to use this space, and I'll be polling about how we use this space, but it depends on how I want to use this space, because I could even hypothetically install wind in here, right? I could have 4 wind turbines in this space, or to have a farm that eventually becomes a shipyard or something else. I mean, it'll be left up to you guys. All I know is I want to prepare the space properly. Come on, convert! What's the cooldown on the ritual? 4 days? Cha-ching! So we should see the cleric role unfulfilled going away, because Cathanon has joined United Families. And then there's an Altex. I don't care about Altex Vest. Come on now. Alright, Devil Strand research is done. I don't know why I'm researching chocolate trees, because I'll probably never be able to grow those, so let's pick something else. Better instruments. Hey Landmine, how's it going? You're starving? I guess once you lose consciousness from starvation, we can feed you. That might be easier than constantly catering to you and changing your zoning. All of the dye is done, I just realized. Nice. Is everyone under the same ideology? Not yet, no. The Shane and Destroyer still believe in the transhumanist ideology that they had. So, still a little bit more time needed. Well, it's excellent quality. Hey, that's at least decent. Better than a plasteel knife, that's for sure. Cool. So the DPS of this thing is 14.2, up from 9. So definitely some gains. I guess because we have a Masterwork Harpsichord, it might not be necessary to get piano anytime soon. So maybe I'll go with foam turret. Hey, Lady Shell, thanks for all the bits. Holy cow. Cheers. Foam turrets, and actually another useful one could be rocket swarm launcher. Because I might be able to make a rocket swarm launcher here and launch it here. I'm not really sure if you need direct line of sight the whole time or not. So that's something we can experiment on. Maybe it's time for a work drive for you? Yeah, probably. Once in the morning, once you're up. Although combat command is useful, I don't think we're going to need combat command for this fight because I've engineered this fight in such a way that the defenders are just going to lose. I really don't see a way that defenders win against what I have in store for them. Keeping all our pack of survival meals in the stock room here makes it very easy for animals to steal our stuff. I also see that the... Oh, hi, you. Speaking of steal. I can't even get close to you. Here, let me try to melee you and then tell you to shoot. That was a unique problem. Because you can't issue standing orders on hydro benches. There's a lot more toxalopes out here, too. Still, the toxic waste packs out here haven't decayed yet. Once they do, I'll show you the Pollux tree, or probably not, like watch the whole process go down, but how the Pollux tree can remove pollution is pretty neat and nifty. In terms of turret coverage, this hole here kind of sucks. I might actually fill this hole in. So, for sappers to be dissuaded into entering a zone, there needs to be turrets able to shoot every corner of that zone. So because there's a lip here, and this is an overhead mountain lip, this turret, for instance, can't shoot this spot, which might encourage sappers going in. It's probably, well, you know, I could just add more turrets. I don't know. I'll leave it alone for now. I'm probably going to eventually want to engineer a way to make it harder for sappers to mess with me. Tech is still second trimester. And Shay just got pregnant. Carlotta, you're getting a sibling. At this point... Oh, wow, you were avoiding pregnancy and you still got pregnant. Okie dokie. I'm going to slow down on the babies. Oh, good for you. Good for you, Panini Houdini. Addicted to the yellow greenie. I don't really care about my guests getting addicted. It kind of sucks that they're stealing my drugs, but, you know, whatever. So be it. She's a chemically interested, so she doesn't really abide by anything, right? Like, I don't have her assigned to drugs, but she's going to take them anyway, because she is an addict. The ritual room is green because of jade, yeah. Yeah, not because I painted it that color. Speaking of paint, I do have a bit more dye. Let me see about painting the walls of the, I don't really know how paint works for jade. Because it definitely looks out of place, even though it is beautiful. So, I will try to paint it another color. The raid, you can't wait for it. I don't think it's really going to be that hard of a raid. It doesn't look like it's a mega raid to me. I think instead of trying to dig out all of the thin rock roof, I'm going to start filling it in here so that it's easier for turrets to cover the zone. And then, with that in mind, I think I'll flatten this out, but that's all I'll do. I won't actually fill in this hole. Hey, Faust. 1 month, 3 years subbed? Cheers, man. That was a long time. Now, the other question is, how close to the outside do I want to get? I do want more of a limestone buffer in this area, and probably also to put a limestone door here. That's tricky. I don't know. I'll have to think on that. Do we need to worry about overhead mountain in this spot? Probably not. But with that said, I'd rather the risk be zero, especially if I'm going to build sensitive things in here like solar panels or a ship. Because if it's solar panels or a ship, it's going to get destroyed pretty quickly. If I don't respect the zone. It also is just a lot easier to do with sappers. That's chiefly why I'm doing it. Accidental hipster. I like your name, by the way. Thank you for the resub. a full half year. All right, landmine is starting to starve. God, it's such a pain. Okay, landmine, you are also going to be allowed here. Go for your rice. What kind of stone cutting have I allowed? Any blocks? And Tech Noir is now in 3rd trimester. FYI. Ooh, a combat supplier. Yes, I do want to trade with a combat supplier badly. I have a lot of pointless weapons in the base. Yes, sir. Many horns, trotter hands, don't want either of those. So one of the rules, if you're wondering, is we do allow xenogerm implantation, but we don't allow scanning. So the only gene packs I'm ever going to be able to install are ones that I purchase. And obviously these are, one is bad for you and the other is cosmetic. So hard pass on either of those, but there is a possibility to purchase good ones and then implant it in certain individuals. I have 2 plasteel knives that are probably should smelt for the material. That monosword's looking spicy, but sorry, Katath, that's going to be a pass for now. Maybe we get a monosword from an Ancient Danger sometime in the future. Maybe. I wouldn't count on it, but definitely maybe. Molecular analysis. So, the thing about a gastroanalyzer is it's a nose, and we have 2 people missing noses. So I'm going to buy it. Because for the people that are missing noses, they might want their noses back. Because they're ugly without it. And also, Shield is one of those without a nose, and he's a cook, so it doubly benefits him. Yeah. Sell the oh, do I have Lucy? I did have Lucy. Well, it gets silver then. Hey, you're not supposed to be in here. At some point, well, I guess I really don't care that the animals come in, as long as I catch them. It's actually kind of like a neat mechanic of, like, spot the infestation. Hey, and it's apparently really good for my, my skill training, too. So, why did it have to land there? Still haven't... Yeah, it still hasn't decayed. You can force it to decay by setting it on fire, if you're wondering. But I'm in no rush. It will go when it goes. Oh, this should have been limestone, just for aesthetics. And I care about that thing, that stuff, so... Okay. So now we have a way to fix people's noses. I think that's going to be good in the long run. So Tech, I guess Shane, you want to apply this? Oh, dang. Yeah, like, you don't need to. Neither, well, Tech does. So I'll have Tech do it. Once Tech's up. Alright, landmine, have you... Yeah, you've eaten. Time for you to leave. Bye! What is the benefits of the gastroanalyzer nose? So, let me read it to you. So it's a bionic nose that allows you to cook faster. It basically gives you a really good sense of smell so that you're just a good cook. It also removes the ugliness from being deformed. So if we take a look at the social relationship between Shield and Shay, who both are missing noses, you can see disfigured -15 and inversely disfigured -15. So if someone's disfigured in your colony, they're more likely to form rivalries. They're more likely to fight with others or others to fight with them. I kind of wish that like RimWorld wouldn't have that mechanic, but I'm not willing to mod it out. Because I mean, I obviously know there's mods that do that for you, but I don't use those mods. Because I feel like if you lost your nose defending your colony, that would be maybe a scar of pride, not of shame, right? Like, I don't look at a disabled veteran and go, oh God, you're disfigured. I really don't like you. I go, thank you for your sacrifice, right? I don't look at like, you know, because you'd be a jerk to do it the other way around. So I just don't feel like it's a like it's all that realistic, but whatever. Could be part of your ideology. Well, scarified is part of an ideology, right? Already. I don't have scarification in here, but that's already a thing. Feel like these two defenders just came here to like drink my beer, take my go juice, and hang out. They have been completely unhelpful. So smelt weapon, twice knife. So this is going to be for the 2 plasteel knives. It's a very temporary smelt zone or smelt task. What if they added vain traits to characters? I could see that then. You know, if a character's vain, fine. They don't like people that are missing noses, whatever. But for everybody else, there should be a little bit more respect. You think it's realistic? People have subconscious biases? Some people do. I don't. I don't see people that have... I mean, I don't know. Can't speak for everybody. I can only speak for myself, but I certainly don't have those kind of biases. I don't look at like a limping war veteran and go, ha ha, they're disabled. Because, you know, I have a soul. But, hey, if you want to admit to not having a soul, I guess we know your hair color. Can you guys not fight anymore? So, yeah, you're beating up the pregnant lady, Thomas. 13-year-old beating up a pregnant lady. Totally, that's not okay. It's looking pretty good. I should probably do a toxic buildup check. Because they're kind of working in a toxic zone, but I don't think anyone's working in the toxic zone long enough for it to become a health concern. For this series, I'm treating pollution as really dangerous, but it like takes a while. It's not something that builds up quickly or overnight or anything like that. So, yeah, I guess just as long as there's not overhead mountain, just keep widening this. You still need to get patched. But our doctor would rather play the harpsichord. It's like actually kind of funny. It's like, oh god, we had a social fight. They're beat up. They're unconscious. Yeah, but I'm on the harpsichord, so it's gonna have to wait. It's a mad rift, yo. Anti-gingerism. What's funny is there's like lots of gingers in parts of branches of my family. I'm just making a joke. Because they're easy to attack. You know. Because that's the joke. Okay, where is this raid? I could have solved world hunger by now. I guess, Leo, they really just don't want you. How much time is left on the, 3 days? Well, they'll be here in the next 3 days. It's the longest it could possibly wait. I've insulted them and they're going to show up immediately, yeah, because that's how that works. Alright, this area is looking pretty good. We are reclaiming a lot of space, which is great. There's going to be another lip here, which is unfortunate, so maybe I'll eventually mine out the steel and then make it flush, so there's not any holes in the for turret coverage. That's a really good amount of space. Still fairly polluted. That is the weirdest patch of Overhead Mountain. Is it though? How is this weird, Jimmick? It's just this. I see stuff like this all the time on map tiles, where like it just closes up a little bit. Didn't I have a pond that was supposed to be cleaning up? No, this pond I don't really want to bother cleaning. It's outdoors. This I'm counting as indoors. This is like an indoor cavern, right? It's technically a room. It's not outdoors, right? So I'll clean this because it's not outdoors, but there's rules preventing me from cleaning from bothering to use the outdoors, I should say. Not cleaning it. Technically, I could clean the whole map, but we're still not building outdoors as one of the rules. So the jade changes to match however you dye it. Got it. So it's basically impossible to determine what is jade and what isn't once you have the jade dyed. Good to know. Rice stocks are falling a little bit. I think because we did the chem fuel production. So I'm going to, as soon as this cotton is harvestable, in very, very soon, because it's 95%, I'm going to want to switch that back from cotton to rice, so we don't have any shortages. It does say jade when I hover over it, and there's now a new hotkey for that, which makes it even easier, where if you hold left alt, it tells you what things are made out of. So here's the like tooltip gizmo for left alt, where it will show you what it's made out of and what its beauty is, what its terrain, walk speed, temperature, light level, all that stuff. So that's left alt, and that's a feature of 1.4, not a feature of Biotech. Very handy. Well, this is a siege. Good luck to you. I'm not exactly sure how you think you're going to shell me. I don't live outdoors. You guys have pretty reasonably good weapons, though. They do have 3 snipers, so trying to snipe them down is not necessarily a really good idea. For me to avoid this siege, I'm just gonna turtle. I don't really need to deal with them. So, turret 7. Create a new zone. Underground. Actually, I don't need to be that careful painting. Okay. And then I'll sign that zone soon. They will eventually attack, correct. They're not going to shell me forever. That's not how they do. That's literally the only spot I didn't want to put that steel. It's funny. Okay, so I've uninstalled the turrets so they can't get exploded. And now everyone's going to be forced inside. Shelter in place. Really no risk to me at all. The worst they could do is to damage this orbital trade beacon, if they're really lucky with their accuracy. And like the walls around here, but that's not really a big deal. Or to shell parts of the mountain here, but like again, it's not really a big deal. I'm going to smooth it out and replace it. I'm guessing 99.9% of the shells land harmlessly into our mountain and does nothing to me. So, good job, Toxers. Hi, rat. Oh, good. You're immediately nasty. I kind of wish the fire of the crematorium would go away when the crematorium was powered off. That'd be a nice graphic change. To me, it doesn't really make sense that it's like glowing. But what do I know? What are you up to back there? Well, if I'm not going anywhere, let's see. I will dig to the edge of the build zone, which is here. I missed a spot with my underground zone? What do you mean? Looks fine to me. Look at the farms. Oh yeah, I did listen. There was one little cotton spot that was just like, nope, you shall not sow. Speaking of which, let's change that back over to rice. Uh-oh. Boom rant next to my chem fuel. Be gone, Boomy. Be gone, foul demon. You can hear their shells just going thunk. So, who's the pyromaniac? Is that Thomas? Yeah. Hey, Thomas. I would like you to use the Molotov. So I do have the noses, by the way. I can see all of them. Well, Psychic Droner, that's going to really piss them off. The raiders, that is. What other animals do I have in here? So this boom rat is eating their food. That's cute. Oh, good. The one in my base went mad and is trying to eat me. Is trying to eat my pregnant woman. My pregnant colonist. No, don't. Oh, God, oh, God. Get away. All right, now follow me. There we go. Sorry, Tech. Cam, go patch Tech. Tech print's fine. Tech print's not at risk. Okay, so there's one boom rat left, and it's eating their pack of survival meals, so it's really not a problem for me. And then Tech Noir, once you're up, you'll reapply the molecular analysis. Still has not yet decayed. Man, it takes a while. How's it going, you guys? So I'm going to switch over to molecular analysis sooner, because it's something I could definitely benefit from. Are you kidding? An electrical fire? Storyteller, could you chill? I barely have any power. I really don't need you burning everything up. I'm gonna power off things that I don't really need on. So this shelf here is supposed to be gold. Oh, I just need to raise the priorities to critical, and then this shelf to critical. Yeah, it was just a priority. I was like, why is the plasteel and gold not stored proper? But now I know. Now I need the colonists to go into labor with no power. I know. That's how I feel like it's going. Hopefully it doesn't. That rug's too ugly for me. I am seconding a lot of what you guys said. There was complaints about how glowing it was. So landmine, I would like to give you access to food again, I guess. Soon you'll be sacrificed. The art is paintable, yeah. Yes, indeed. Did you eat? You did. Okay, perfect. Back into position for you, landmine. Back into position. I'm not going to rely on landmines setting the barricades on fire. It's just going to be fun to have it explode on their faces. I wonder how many shells they've lobbed at me so far. Oh, this one's not even conscious. Yeah, they're dying. Social fight. They lost a finger and it's going to kill them. Oopsie poopsie. Not my problem. The only problem that I foresee is I don't think that this is the raid that's coming for Leo, right? This isn't the quest raid, so I'm going to have two raid groups possibly stacked on one another, which is not great. But, yeah, whatever. Whatever. Not really my problem, is it? What's the faction that's coming to raid me? Venom Psychers. So it could be these guys. But the quest for the Venom Psychers is no, I mean, I guess it could be these guys. It doesn't say that they're going to be sieged though. But it could be this raid, honestly. Oh, they're getting resupplied. Watch the boomerang eat the supplies. That's great. Good boom rat. In fact, organic landmine. You know what? I have a very special task for you. Go. I should have done this when they were sleeping. But go over there. while they were sleeping, have organic landmines sit on their shells. That's if I had a bigger brain, that's what I would have done. Unfortunately, their shells are tox shells, so it wouldn't have done much because they're wasters. They're immune to tox. Oh, I deleted the wrong zone. Oopsie. Here, let's just run for it. Good luck, friend. Witness me. Would be a reasonable thing for it to say. Domesticated explosives. Yep. Still have not had a waste pack decay yet. And Cam is now second trimester. Alright. My mining tunnels are expanding. It takes a very long time to get down there, though. It actually might be something that I want to illuminate. Because if I do find something, it's going to take me forever to get to it and back. But I'll just put the cable in the middle of the... One of the other advantages of the cable in the middle of the hallway is it's flammable. So if there's bugs that spawn, I can use the cable as a wick. Or as a... accelerant? I don't really know what the right term to call it is, but and then once it gets hot enough, I can vent out this door, because this door and this door are the only things from those zones to be, yeah, it's fuel. Is the only thing for those doors to be designated as outside, so it works out. Nasty splat noises. This light goes out to here. I think that's 8, right? I always have to remeasure because I never have that memorized. So every like 16 tiles, I'll stick a lamp down. It's not too much steel, or 18 tiles rather. It's not too much steel or investment to illuminate it for just movement speed. Convert. Yeah, it's definitely off cooldown. I think it's actually worth waiting for the ritual to be off cooldown. Because the ritual will be off cooldown in seconds here. And that's going to be more effective than the convert task or whatever it is. If only we all had dark vision, this wouldn't be a thing I would need to do. That might be a good goal. Get everyone dark vision. Nope, my miner wants to rather do drugs. Okay. What's the tunnel for? For resource discovery, exploration, and also that, like, literally there's nothing better to do right now because we're kind of locked inside. And then, Exarch, you asked if it's a nose or a nose implant. It's actually a physical nose. It's just like a better nose. It replaces your nose. So if you install the the gastroanalyzer and then uninstall it, you don't have a nose. Got your nose. I'm surprised that the siegers haven't attacked me yet. They're taking their sweet time. I feel like that yellow could be more yellow, though. Might need to experiment with that. Does painting hide the cable? No, it doesn't. Come on, guys. Like, make your move. Yeah, your current strategy is obviously not working. Just siege me. Really? More shells? Whoever's supplying you is a real jerk. Also, one of you died, so that's funny. You guys are just gonna have more and more, oh. You're drunk. I'd say go home, you're drunk, but you're already home. Drank all my beer. Yaroslav, this is a really bad example. Do not follow Destroyer's example here. In fact, we are going to make an example out of Destroyer by conversion ritualing him as soon as he's conscious. I like how they just keep hitting me with tox shells, yeah. Like, these aren't effective. Even if I wasn't in an overhead mountain, they're not super effective weapons. Unless they're... Oh, there they go, there they go. Alright. It's go time, guys. We have a real raid. We finally gave up. So there is going to be tox. Yeah, there's going to be some even cloth, reinforced barrels, and then whatever I get off of their corpses. And then Panini Houdini, you are on Go Juice withdrawal. Man, what a useful... So, wait, Kenneth sent me you to help defend the colony. You drank my Go Juice, and then you are in a coma for the fight. Does that... Yeah. That about summarizes how useful Panini Houdini has been. Yikes. Well... Yep. Don't be a Panini Houdini. Can I strip you? I'm sure I can't, because it's all locked, right? But I want to, because you have a shield for me that I would like to take off of your body. Thomas, where are you? Man, you are slow. We're not even going to have the fires going, but by the time you get there. Just eat here. Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the fire in time. I'll try. Huck once. And then close the door behind me. That was very valiant of you. Cam will patch you up. He is racing forward to try to tox us. I'm going to turn on all the turrets. Cam, your gun would be nice to have. And then Thomas, let's have you switch to the chain shotgun. I'm trying to keep those that are pregnant a little safer than those that are not. But these guys are just waltzing into the death box happily. So works for me because they're getting... Yeah, they're gone. They're done. All right, they're farting on me. Let's back up. Orange Chaos, I don't really care about you or your health. We're still in the fart gas. As you can see, even standing in it, the toxic buildup is not instant. It takes a while. So it's really useful when you have large mazes or something like that, but it's not a weapon that can be used to incapacitate quickly. It is very effective if designed correctly, but not for attackers, for defenders. It's more useful for players to use as a defense weapon than for attackers too. I'm probably just going to put these fires out. I don't really see the need to have that going on. Orange Chaos. Yeah, I'll patch you up. And then the only other injuries we have is one little gunshot to the right hand. Not bad. Not bad all in all. Tend. Okay, schedule. Shield and Shay, unrestricted. Everybody else is going to be avoid pollution. Except for Carlotta, who's going to be on children. I'm going to keep the underground zone for next time. Oh, no, Thomas got hurt too. Yeah. Is that good assault rifle biocoded? Nope, it is not. The SMG is, though. There are some that I want to strip. So let's check these out. You won't want to strip because you have recon armor. I don't care so much about flak. You won't want to strip because you have recon armor. So just 2. Okay. It's reasonable. I'll melt it down for plasteel. Oh, Carlotta, you're in the fart cloud. And I'll strip the guy that, like, lived with my 4-year-old. Excuse me, sorry. Almost called her 3. She would never let that down. Alright, that seems rude. The corpses are fuming. So, Yaroslav, let's get cremated. So there's a little bit of a toxic buildup as a result of those being triggered, but, like, not much. As you can see, I'm standing in it, and it's not really a problem. And shield. To make you feel a little bit better, even though you're about as happy can be, you can kill Kafank. Or not. He literally died as you stood there. Making sure that the wildlife has not encroached. They have not. Cool. Do we get Bowman? I have no idea. They're already cremated. I was not really checking for that. So we do have a ritual that we could do, and I'm going to trigger it on Shane. So let's see about trying to get him converted. It was effective. 100% to 64. Not critically effective, but good enough. Good enough. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Biotech Doomsday Vault, which originally streamed live on Twitch November 1st. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my gaming community, Rhadamant.com also has a link to Discord, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. A special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel. I'll catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell.